So day 2 started 4:20 a.m. I got up and I headed out to Tzfas. At about 5:30 I got there. Took about 40 minutes. And it was still dark outside, and I loaded up some students from the yeshiva into the van, and I drove them to Ben Gurion Airport, which is about 3.5 hours away. Towards the end, we got stuck in a traffic jam. We made it about 8:30 a.m. So here you see some of the students. Really a great bunch. Some of them fell asleep when the sun came out, but it was all good. We spoke about a little bit about what we're doing, and I spoke to them a little bit about what they've been studying in yeshiva. And of course, they're flying to Crown Heights, Brooklyn, to 770 to be by the Rebbe for Yud Shvat. So it was my honor and privilege to assist them in that, and have them go on their merry way. After that, we went to Kfar Chabad, where I davened in the main synagogue in Kfar Chabad, Beis Menachem, and we heard the Torah reading and blessings from the Kohanim, from the priests.
Amen. 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 Amen.
And after that, we headed out to the Knesset.
So here we are at the Knesset, and let's hope we can bring Moshiach. Okay. Hi, Chevra from the Lion and the Lamb group. There's a woman here trying to bring awareness near the Knesset about the orphans that their fathers died in Tzahal, and the government should take responsibility for the kids who died and their parents died. So we are here at the Knesset. I'm just waiting to get permission to go inside. I'm getting Ishur. Beautiful place, great security. This young fellow there taking his job extremely seriously. Maybe too seriously for me, but okay. They gotta do their job, you know. If not, they get bored or something. I think he woke up, had a bad day, but it's okay. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to do great things today. Alright, we finally made it into the Knesset. We got our permission. We are good to go. Maybe there'll be another security check, I'm not sure. Nice place. There's a whole group of kids now also coming in. We're on a little tour. We're here to do some business. We're here to see, to check on the status, spiritual status of the state of Israel. See if they're compatible with the Torah, and if they're interested in assisting with the Sanhedrin initiative. Let's find out. And you know, let's hope to see if we can meet Yitzchak Kreiser and the rest of the guys at Otzma Yehudit. So here we are at the Knesset, the Grand Knesset. Every government likes to show off. It's big, huge space. Big walkway. Well, let's find out if they're ready to keep the Torah. Let's see if the majority right wing is ready to keep the Torah after this week's terror attacks with a majority right wing ultra-Orthodox. Let's see where we're holding with the Sanhedrin initiative.
מעולם לא הייתה מגיעה לאף בית משפט, פול סטופ, לאף בית משפט. יהיה פה סקירה, אני אולי אבקש מהממ"מ להביא דוגמה באיזה בתי משפט בעולם עתירה כזאת בכלל הייתה יכולה לעבור את המזכירה.
הרב אדרי, אחי המלך המשיח, הגענו לכנסת לבדוק אם הם מוכנים להקמת הסנהדרין. יש תקווה.
איך אתה מתאר את הסנהדרין, לדידך?
הסנהדרין היא הגוף הרוחני, הגאווה היהודית, העתיד שלנו בקשר לבניין בית הבחירה וכל המצוות, התרי"ג מצוות, לקיים אותם בארץ ישראל.
איך זה משתלב עם שרי אלפים, שרי מאות, שרי החמישים ושרי העשורות?
הבעיה של אנשים כמוני וכמו פרופסור אברהם ארליך והרבה מהיועצים שלנו ואנשים שקשורים לארגונים שלנו זה שאנחנו ראינו שהאי צדק ואי יושר יכול להרוס משפחות, חיים שלמים של אנשים, להכניס אנשים לברוכים שהם לא יודעים איך הם נכנסו לזה, ועד שהם מבינים איך הם נכנסו לזה הם לא יודעים איך לצאת מזה. אז אנחנו מנסים להביא צדק ויושר על פי תורת השם ופשוט להציל לאנשים את המנוחת הנפש ושמחה פנימית.
שיעצמו את הפרט, צמיחת הפרט וגאולת הפרט.
Yes, amen.
So after we finished with the Knesset, Harav Adam Sharon from the Melavim of Harav Yitzchak Ginsburg in Kfar Chabad told us that there's still a chance that we would be able to meet Harav Yitzchak Ginsburg, so we should come to Kfar Chabad once again. And so I did. I drove from Yerushalayim to Kfar Chabad, took another hour and a half or so, and finally got there, and I met up with Harav Adam Sharon. We sat and we spoke for about an hour and a half or more. I don't remember exactly. And I did not record anything. All I have is this picture that we took in the parking lot after it already got dark. He explained to me how Rav Yitzchak Ginsburg put out many, many, many Sfarim, and how in the secular life he is a genius in quantum mechanics and other mathematical equations. Rav Adam Yaron started off our meeting by asking me my birthday, writing it down, making a few calculations, and figuring out who I am just from telling him when I was born. And Rav Adam Yaron basically, Sharon explained me that Harav Yitzchak Ginsburg is a genius in Kabbalah and Hasidus and wrote many, many, many books on these things, adding on top of everything that the previous the Rebbe and all the Rebbeim had to say, especially in really going down into the numbers and into the letters of every word in Kabbalah and Hasidus and in the Torah. And he told me that because of health reasons, again, Rabbi Ginsburg wouldn't be available for us. And at that point, I think for me it was becoming too much of a, like, in my mind it was becoming too much of a, you know, rabbit chasing the, running around kind of situation, where I said, okay, we tried twice to meet Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg. If we're going to have to wait for, Hashem to send us a sign that this is the next thing we need to do. But otherwise, we're just going to have to be satisfied with our conversation we had with Harav Adam Sharon, which is his student. And what I can say I learned from this is that Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg is the material um, for a candidate for King Mashiach. Of course, his health issues need to be something that need to be resolved. I did discuss with her of Adam Sharon how important it is to protect the rabbi and to have people that are sensitive around the rabbi so that nothing bad happens to him, and so on and so forth. I tried to the best of my ability to, be realistic with him about the situation. I told him I can't, spend so much time chasing Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg, but I do want to be in touch with you. And of course, if his health gets better and the situation turns a little better, of course, we'd be more than happy to continue to pursue, uh, creating a meeting with him. I can also say that my grandfather, Harav Nisim Eliyahu Edery, that we met on day one, was very impressed with Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg and studied some of his books, and did tell me that if we need a halachic requirement of a Mashiach of flesh and blood, that in his opinion, Rabbi Yitzchak Ginsburg was on the level to be considered as a candidate, just like we had Shaul before David, even though he was from Shaul Amelech was from Shevet Binyamin, and so on. But if we need someone to fill the halachic requirement, Rabbi Levi Yitzchak Ginsburg would definitely be something that the Sanhedrin should look into. Later on, we met with Rabbi Handel, although Rabbi Handel still was very busy at the time we met him and did not have the Yishuv Adas to be able to focus on the topic that we were talking about the Sanhedrin and so on. But he was kind enough to take a picture with us and gave me his phone number to be in touch with him later on. So hopefully we'll be able to develop that relationship. And Rabbi Handel, his brother, is in the United States, in Brooklyn, where I grew up, and they have the influence of the Beis Mashiach magazine, which is very popular amongst Chabad. So eventually, of course, we plan to pursue that avenue in order to alert the Hasidei Chabad throughout the world about the Sanhedrin initiative and its progress. With that, I will conclude the second day's video update. I will mention that day three was 2 days later or one day later during the same week. However, because we needed a day to rest and to recover and to edit and to send out all these great videos that we're showing you right now. Um, and of course, our budget and our flexibility was being directed into other areas at the time. We had to deal with our families and so on. But we plan on being fresh and back in business as this fundraiser kicks off. Of course, we welcome everybody to support the Sanhedrin initiative to the best of their ability.